Hello, I'm BX Toycat and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you 5 features you might not have known existed in Minecraft. And the reason I'm making this video is because I'll often make videos showing slightly vaguer features in Minecraft and people are like, wow Toycat, I didn't know that exists. And in my head I'm like, oh really, you didn't? But when I think about it, it does make a lot of sense. There are so many features in Minecraft that you can't really find without doing a lot of weird exploration and just hoping it exists. And for that reason I thought it would be cool to show 5 cool features you probably wouldn't find by yourself, but that can do some pretty cool things. So please do like the video if you do like it, because it helps out the channel a lot and lets me know you want to see more stuff like this. But let's get straight into the video, shall we? So let's start with the first feature here, which is one that you can only really discover in PvP when your friend's in a boat and you have a boat. Very specific situation, but basically boats and minecarts can both be broken by using arrows. So as you can see right here, fire the arrow at the boat and you get a boat out of it. And the really cool thing about this is it's not only useful for destroying your friend's boat if they're coming towards you and you need to make sure they don't, but also when you crash a boat into the shore, for whatever reason, you only get sticks and you get planks back, which is, I guess, kind of nice to get sticks when there aren't even sticks made in the boat. But in reality, it means you have to waste more wood to make the boat. Whereas if you're, if you want to get out the boat and you want to, get the boat back, what you can actually do is if you fire an arrow at it, you'll break it and you'll get your boat back. So yeah, if you want to basically not, waste your planks and stuff, you need to keep the boat going. Using an arrow to break it can be pretty cool. And yeah, it's a handy little tip right there. So this can also be used with minecarts, like I mentioned, so that you can, because detector rails are a thing, you can use this to make redstone, contraptions that are based on hitting specific places with, arrows. So, like this, we destroy both the things, and that, of course, turns off the lamps, because they're both on the detector rails, and as you can see, detector rails are hooked up to the redstone, which is hooked up to the lamps. Very, very basic example, but you can see just how you can use this, not only for, cool, PvP purposes, but also for redstone purposes, and I think that's quite cool personally. So that's the first feature you might not have known about. The second one here is actually going to involve us going to an anvil and putting Silk-louch on our shears. So, you might not have known that you can actually put Silk-louch on shears. It's a pretty cool one. You can also put unbreaking on there, just in case you're curious and you want to have the ultimate shears. But yeah, you can put Silk-louch on shears, but that's not where the coolness ends, because you can also use the Silk-louch shears to do quite a few cool things. The main exclusive one is breaking cobwebs and actually getting cobwebs out of them. So yeah, there is kind of an exclusive block that a lot of people don't know exists in survival, but you can in fact get get cobwebs in survival, and these are really cool for a bunch of different purposes. If you're doing something with players, slowing them down is nice. If you want to just kind of have a big wall of defense against something while still seeing through it, because you can see with cobwebs you can still see through them. That's something you can do. There's a whole bunch of possibilities with cobwebs. I made a maze of them in my Let's Play world, and I think it's really cool to know you can have them and do stuff with them. So yeah, using Silk-louch will allow you to get cobwebs in survival. It's pretty cool if you ask me, and that's a pretty cool one. So let's move on from this to the next little fun fact or little feature you might not know about, which is actually that you can, so a lot of people saw my mods video and like, wow, upside down redstone would be cool. So there is one bit of upside down redstone we do have in the game. It came out in like TU12 and not many people really use it, and I think it does have a few cool possibilities, because that is the upside down lever. You can place a lever on the upside down part of a block, and that's pretty cool, not only because it will turn on the redstone above it, but also because, unlike the other way around, because it's not really possible, it can turn on redstone below it. So you can see even the levers up there, it can transmit redstone all the way down to there, and you can use this to kind of make big gaps in redstone, because you can see just how big a gap there is there. Not really possible with that many things. And yeah, if you want to make secret redstone stuff, then you can kind of do this by having upside down levers, and also just in general, it's a pretty cool way to do stuff. So yeah, that is upside down levers. They're a feature that, like I said, they came out a while ago, but not many people use, and if you didn't know about them, hopefully you do now. Well, I'd really hope you do now. But yeah, that's the third feature here. Let's move on to the fourth one, which is one whenever I show it off, someone's really amazed because they've never seen them before. But basically, you can get a bunch of different mobs hit by lightning, and they'll do different things. So I didn't realize that the witch was being hostile right now, but basically, if you get a pig hit by lightning, you get the zombie pigman, as you can see back there. If you get a villager hit by lightning, you'll get a witch, as you see right here, and I'm gonna have to knock her away. And if you get a creeper hit by lightning, you get the coolest of the bunch, because you get a charged creeper. So these charged creepers are so cool because of the fact that when they explode, they have a double explosion diameter and double explosive damage of a normal creeper, and also they're just amazing to look at, and they're all being hit by potions from the witch, which is pretty cool if you ask me. So yeah, that is the creeper one right there. Getting a pig hit by lightning gives you a zombie pigman. Getting a villager hit by lightning gives you the witch, and getting a creeper hit by lightning gives you an exclusive mob, which is of course the charged creeper. These things are so cool. I've shown them off in a bunch of different videos, but again, so many people don't know about them, and if you don't, then you're missing out. So yeah, not really going to happen in survival unless, but if you have a creative world like I do right here, you can get charged creepers with reasonable ease by just turning on lightning and leaving a bunch of creepers in a pen like I did. So moving on from this one to the last fun fact, last feature you might not know about, which will involve bother switching to another world. So I'm back in a slightly less flat world because I wanted to show you the fifth feature you might not have known existed, and we're going to have to go underground for this one because it's one that can save you a lot of heartbreak if you've ever had the situation, and you know, at some point in your time you probably will have, the situation where you find diamonds in the edge of the world and there's just no way to mine them because if you don't know, on consoles, worlds are limited. It's A64 by A64 on last gen, and the very last block, the 432nd block in each direction, or the A64 for whatever, actually cannot be broken. Even though you can stand here, even though you can do all these things, you can't place blocks here and you can't break blocks unless you use TNT, which is something you might know about, but then you're just going to blow up the diamonds and that's not good, right? However, there is one alternative to this. It's one I discovered recently, and it's very, very satisfying to do because it's really, really weird the way piston mechanics work at the edge of the world, because if you try and place a piston there, you know, right next to the block, you can't, but if you place a piston over here, for instance, a sticky piston, and then you know, if you power on the piston, you can actually drag the block back out the wall. The really weird thing about this is it doesn't work the other way around. You can't put the diamond back in the wall like so, because it just won't let the piston extend that way. But what is quite cool about this is it means that the diamond is now out of the wall where you can't mine it and into the place where you can, and yay, free diamond for me. So you can do this obviously, you know, in the other place too. So let's go ahead and let's do that right there, and then place a torch over there. And like you can see, we're going to do the exact same thing, where we get the diamond out of the wall and we can mine it. And this is really, really useful because it means you never have to go through the heartbreak of having like a really cool chest from an abandoned mineshaft in the wall, having diamonds in the wall, or having anything you want to get stuck in the edge of the world, because you can just use pistons. So yeah, that's the fifth feature you might not have known about. I hope that one does help someone out, and I hope no one has to go through the heartbreak of losing diamonds ever again. So I hope you did all enjoy the video. If you did like it, please do like it and let me know. Share if you really liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here. I make videos like this every single day on my channel, and if subscribed, you'll see them daily on your homepage. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!